Okay. Good morning, students. Next program is interfacing of ADC with the 8051 microcontroller. So interfacing of ADC 0809 microcontroller. So if you see this one, mm, so this is the process to convert analog signal to digital signal. So it is analog signal or continuous signal is given to sample and hold circuit. So sample and hold circuit, what it will do? Uh, it will uh, it will convert a continuous value to a finite value. So that means it will make this value to the finite, and it will hold that value to a particular real finite value. So like sample and hold circuit will get the discrete value. That means amplitude is continuous, but this one is time is discretized. That means this is discontinuous, and this is given to the quantization. So quantization will convert both time and amplitude as discontinuous. So and it is given to the encoding. So if you see this one, this signal. So the signal 0 to 1 volts is the, this is continuous signal. So this is given to the sample and hold circuit. So the sample and hold circuit uh, will make this time as discontinuous. That means so discrete in time but continuous in amplitude. That means it will make this time as a finite value. So you can find the each and every value. So it is given to the quantization. So quantization means what it will do? It will divide the given signals into some quantization values. So here it is divided into some 8 quantization values. So if you see, suppose n bit ADC means analog voltages are encoded into n bits. So in case n equal to what 3, so number of quantization levels are 2 power n. So that means if n equal to 3, so here number of quantization levels are 2 cube means how much? 8. So number of quantization levels are 8. So that means uh, so here quantization value is 0.125. So that means the difference is 0.123. When there is a difference in 0.123, 125, there should be some digital value. So that means where there is a change in 0 to 0.125. So there should be some change in this digital value. So it will change from 000 to 001. So like that, this is nothing but we call this as a quantization level. So this is nothing but we call this as a step size. So that means the difference we call this as a step size. How we are calculating the step size means maximum voltage minus minimum voltage by 2 power n. So that is 1 minus. So what is the maximum voltage? 1 minus 0 divided by 2 cube. So that is 0.125 is nothing but our step voltage. So here if you see 8-bit ADC, so reference voltage is 2.56 and reference negative voltage is 0 volts. And the step size is V reference minus V reference plus minus V reference minus divided by 2 power n. So that means you are getting 10 millivolts as a step size. So for every change in 10 millivolts, you are getting a specified digital value. So here you are getting the specified digital value. So this is the ADC diagram. So you have 8 analog inputs, 8 digital outputs, and 2 reference V reference plus and V reference minus. And this is EOC. EOC is nothing but end of conversion. OE is nothing but output enable. So output enable, and SC is nothing but start of conversion, and AL is nothing but address latch enable. And these are the pins. That means ABC pins means these are the address pins. Suppose these pins are 000, this line will be selected. When it is 0010, line 2 will be selected. Like that, depending on this line, so the particular analog input will be selected. So this is the interfacing diagram. Here the analog to digital converter, analog IN1 is connected to either it can be connected to variable resistor or LM35. This is a temperature sensor or light dependent resistor. So here if you observe, so this is connected here, and these address lines are connected to port 3.0, 3.1 and 3.2, and port 3.7 is connected to clock. So why? Because ADC 0809 does not have the inbuilt clock. So you have to provide a clock from the microcontroller. So how you are providing means you are providing by using what by using this port 3.7 you are connecting a clock to this one. Okay, so these are the analog inputs, and this is ALE address latch enable, and INTR is nothing but end of conversion. SC is nothing but start of conversion. Okay, so first how you should know the process to convert analog to digital conversion. So first IN1, this IN1 is selected through these address pins. So 001 is coming through these ports. So this will be not coming, this will not latch to this ADC. When they will latch means when the microcontroller gives ALE, these address lines will be latched to the this ADC. So when ALE equal to 1, these address lines will be latched to this ADC. So that means ALE should go from 0 to 1. It should go from 0 to 1. And after giving 001, this line will be selected. Okay, this line will be selected. So this line, this analog pin should be converted into digital value. Okay, so after that WR bar, so this is start of conversion. So initially it is 0, it is going from what? It is going from 0 to 1. So so conversion starts, it starts conversion. When start of conversion going from 0 to 1, it start conversion. So during start of conversion, again ALE pin is there, no? ALE pin will go from, so initially it is going from 0 to 1, it will go from 1 to 0. So it will go from 1 to 0. And after that, after start of conversion is 0 to 1, again start of conversion going from 1 to 0. So when start of conversion is going from 1 to 0, so this is end of conversion. So end of conversion says that conversion is completed. So it is initially high, it is growing from high to low. The end of conversion is going from high to low. So after going from high to low, so with some when it is in low position, whatever the digital data is there, data is present in D0 to D7. Okay, so that is the data is present, but the data will not read by this microcontroller. When it will be read by the microcontroller means when read bar pin. So this output enable pin is there, no? So when read bar pin becomes high, so when read bar pin becomes high, so whatever the data is there, this data will be read by this microcontroller. So when the read bar pin becomes 0 to high, this data will be read by the data pins. After that, OE bar pin becomes low to high. So this is how whatever the analog input is there, that is converting into digital input. So first it should select the address for which analog pin it should be connected, 001. So it should come into the analog to digital converter. When it is so when ALE becomes 1, it can latch into this ADC. So start of conversion becomes 0 to 1. So start conversion. So ALE becomes 0, and next end of conversion becomes 1 to 0. So that converted data will come into this D0 to D7 pins. So this can be read by the port 2 lines by the microcontroller when OE bar pins becomes 0 to 1. So this is how the process will be converted. So if you see the programming, so here you are using 3 address lines. So that is you are equating to port 3.0, 3.1, 3.2. ALE pin is initializing to port 3.3. So this equate is nothing but say assembler directive. OE is nothing but start of conversion you are initializing to port 3.4. Output enable. So for reading the data, output enable, this is read bar pin is connected to port 3.5. End of conversion is connected to port 3.6. And ADC data. So whatever the converted ADC data is there, that you are connecting to port 2. And that ADC, whatever the ADC converted data is there, that data you should see with the LEDs. So particular LED is blinking means that becomes 1. So the LED output we can see that is initialized to port 1, and ADC does not consist of inbuilt clock. So you have to microcontroller should generate the clock by using timer interrupt. Here you are using timer interrupt ORG00H. As you know, each and you have 5 interrupts. Each and every interrupt have a vector address. Here ljump main, so ljump long jump main. So ORG, this is the interrupt address of timer counter 0, timer 0. So every time what you are doing, you are complementing. You are giving the clock through port 3.7. So every time you are giving clock through port 3.7, you are complementing port 3.7, and when timer is overflowed, you are clearing TF0. So this is how every time you are getting the interrupt. So you are generating the clock by using this interrupt timer 0. And coming to programming, so ORG0030H. So you have to use timer 0 auto reload mode auto reload mode, and this is for FBH. So why FBH means uh, so why FBH means, here if you see for ADC 0809 conversion time is from 10 to 1280 maximum 1280. So this is the conversion clock frequency. So this is the conversion clock frequency. So that means 8-bit auto reload mode means you have to generate the square wave at 100 kilohertz. So square wave time period is how much? 1 by 100 means 10 microseconds you are getting, but you want delay for half second, half clock period. So that means 10 microseconds divided by 2 means 5 microseconds. So you have to calculate the value for the timer value. So NN is 256 minus timer generated delay divided by 1.085 microseconds. So if you calculate, you will get 251 in decimal. So that is FBH. That value you are loading into TH0. So that value you are loading into TH0, and move IE comma 82. So this is nothing but IE is nothing but enable interrupt enable register. To enable the timer 0 overflow interrupt, you are using 82H. So 0010. So second bit is nothing but timer 0 bit. You have to start the timer, and you have to initialize port 2 as the input port FF. You have to initialize port 1 as output port 00, and you have to initialize port 3 as output except port 3.6. So what is port 3.6? If you see this one, port 3.6. Port 3.6 is nothing but input. Remaining all are outputs. So that means if you see except port 3.6, so that is end of conversion given from the ADC to the microcontroller. Except that port, remaining all ports are output ports. Okay. So next, what you should do? You should make that address lines 001. Set B address A, clear address B, clear address C. Okay. And next, what you should do? You should uh, set B. So you should make AL equal to 1. So these address lines should latch to the LCD. For that, you are making AL from 0 to 1, and set B start. So you should start the conversion, start of conversion. After start of conversion, you should make ALE from 1 to 0. So clear ALE. So that means latch address stops. It stops the latch address. And next, you have to clear start. That means start of conversion going from 0 to 1. Again, you have to make start of conversion from 1 to 0. Start of conversion stop, and check for end of conversion. So end of conversion. So jump if bit, end of conversion is how much? So the end of conversion, here you are waiting for it is 1. Jump if not equal to bit. So that means you are waiting for this one. This end of conversion is equal to 0. So it will be here only. After that, you are making set B, OE bar. So the conversion is completed. You are getting the converted data. So the data should be read by the microcontroller. When the data will be read by the microcontroller? When OE is set from 0 to 1, then only the microcontroller can read the data by the converted data. So OE pin make from 0 to 1, and whatever the converted data is there, that you are moving into LED out, and after that you are clearing OE bar. So you are making that initially 0 to 1, and afterwards you are making 1 to 0. So a jump back means it will be repeated. So like that you can do the assembly language programming. So this is the C programming. So S bit address A port 3.0, B port 3.1 and 3.2, S bit ALE port 3.3, start of conversion port 3.4, OE bar port 3.5, end of conversion port 3.6, and clock you are going to port 3.7. As this is a as defined ADC data you are initialized to port 2, as defined ADC LED out port 1 you are initializing. So this is for generating the clock. So here you have to initialize function void timer 0. So you have to remember what type of interrupt. Here interrupt number is interrupt 1 is there. So that you have to initialize interrupt 1. Clock equal to, so this is CPL same as clock equal to not of clock. Till when timer is overflowed, you have to make timer overflow flag bit is 0. So every time the interrupt is generated, it will come to the subroutine and it will generate the clock. So this is the same C program. So TMOD with 0 to auto reload mode. If a auto reload value, you are enabling the interrupt register. You are starting the timer. You are initializing port 2 as input port and port 1 as output port and port 3 as except port 3.6 as output port. Initializing the 3 address 001. AL you are making 1. Start of conversion you are making 1. AL equal to 0. Start of conversion equal to 0. So while end of conversion equal to 1, while end of conversion equal to 0, so that whatever the converted data should come into the microcontroller. So when it will come into the microcontroller, when it will read the microcontroller, when OE bar it becomes 1. So that ADC things we are getting into LED out, and OE we are making as 0. So this simulation I will show you uh, in the Proteus software. One second. See this simulation. Here if you see, this is microcontroller. This side we connected LEDs, 8 LEDs. So whatever the digital data is there, that is converted, that will be displayed on the LED. So uh, analog output is connected to LM35. So that is a temperature sensor. So the temperature sensor is nothing but we can use that for every 10 degrees centigrade rise in temperature, there will be 1 millivolt change in temperature. So that means every 10 degrees centigrade change in temperature, it will change the voltage to 1 millivolt. So here it is connected to LM35, that is temperature sensor. And next, if you see this video, um, so this is ADC 0809, and this is LM35 temperature sensor. So this is connected to two batteries, and these are the voltages. Okay. So IN1 is connected to the temperature sensor. So and this side it is connected to LEDs. Port 1.0 to 1.7 are connected to the LEDs. So that whatever the converted digital data we can see in the LEDs. So from this you can increase or decrease in temperature. So if you see the LM35, so LM35 consists of these three pins: VCC, output, and ground. So every 10 degrees, so it's a temperature sensor. So output voltage is linearly proportional to the Celsius temperature. So that means where there is a change in Celsius temperature, change in temperature, output will vary. So for every 10 degrees centigrade change in temperature, there will be 1 millivolt. 1 millivolt change in voltage. LM35 or LM34. So this is a temperature sensor. from the output, VCC is connected to 5 volts and ground is connected to the whatever the ground, and output from output it is connected to IN1 pin of our A to D converter. So output pin is connected to IN1. So this one pin is connected. So here if you see, if you observe this one, so 1 degree Celsius. So that means the voltage is 10 millivolts. For every 1 degree Celsius, there will be 10 millivolts. So 1 degree Celsius means our digital voltage is all zeros and 1 you are getting. So first LED is getting on. Suppose if it is if you consider 4 degree Celsius, you are getting 40 millivolts. You are getting 40 millivolts. So fourth LED will get on. So this fourth LED is there. No? So our digital data is all 0, 1, 0, 0. So this is digital form of 1, 0, 0. So from port 3.7 RD bar, you are getting the clock to the ADC, our ADC. So this is how you can observe in the simulation part.